It seems that we can and we are able to receive two transmissions, the transformations, the adjustments, the wisdom, the energy, the love that comes through. Somehow our vessels are capable of receiving more. Maybe it is due to our capacity increasing, to our willingness and our readiness as individuals and as a collective. Maybe it is due to the rising of the energies on this earthly plane. As there is more fuel available, we can uplift with greater ease. Maybe it is due to this incredible community that has for years committed themselves devotionally to this work of their own evolution, and the space that is held is much more potent and carries a higher potential. You will notice that with time, these meditations, these adjustments and transmissions will become even smoother, easier to receive in this group, easier to tap into that point of a eternal observer, that point where identity, space and time dissolves. And it will be easier to uplift from that place that we reach together as a community, as a collective. We'll be able to reach even higher frequencies that allow for greater energy to move through us, almost tapping into a more potent stream, and even maybe purer stream. The energy that is available to us in this universe of ours, in this reality of ours, is sheer limitless. Even just alone the energy that moves through this earthly plane, just the earth itself, to us as humans, sheer limitless. Why would we need so many different energy sources? Well, they all operate in different frequencies. They're different flavors, different inputs of energy that together alchemized provide for the diversity that our physical existence, our mental, emotional bodies, our energetic bodies require to exist in this plane. Now, if we connect to the highest frequency, pure source energy, this pure love of creation, would that be sufficient? Of course, that would sustain us in all our existence, as eventually that energy transforms to whatever is needed within this physical, mental, emotional, energetic body. In some ways, we are transformational agents of that love of creation, and it is broken down to what is needed for us to experience this human form. In its most crude form, we receive our energy from the physical manifestations of the energy of this earth. Fruits, plants, animal products. We receive energy that the earth provides, that we then from matter transform back into energy to absorb that energy to feel alive. Yet we can truly receive the energy around us through the earth and through our energy body directly. Rarely in a transmission will you feel like you're hungry or you're thirsty. It seems that the space, the field in which we're held, is providing for everything we could possibly need in that moment, the mechanisms within our being are relaxed and subdued for a moment in time. That in itself is a powerful experience. Being in a moment of peace, in a moment of true abundance, in a moment where we receive everything that we could possibly need, where the needs, desires, and wants calm down and potentially even completely dissipate. We experience, maybe for the first time in our lives, a moment of true abundance, a moment of great possibility and potential. Some of you may wonder, well, how is that going to help me pay rent? How is that going to help me live in the society that requests all these different things from me to operate, to commit, to oblige, to participate in? It is not that you should not participate. It is with which energy and how we participate in all of the things that are around us. What kind of mindset, emotional presence, physical presence do we bring to anything we choose to do? Be it the societal structures that currently operate in this reality, at this current state of humanity. The energy we bring, the frequency we hold consistently, also shapes our reality. It shapes how the world around us responds to us. It shapes what we co-create, what we attract, and what we, consciously or unconsciously, do not resonate with, and it naturally is not attracted to the frequency we hold. We are in a deep process of transformation. We heard in this last transmission that everything changes around us, even within us. If we notice it or don't, everything is consistently changing. There's a part within us that is seemingly not changing, a part of us that is a constant, a part of us that observes and witnesses as everything is shifting and moving around that center. Part of the work that we do is become familiar and acquainted with that center of ours, so that we truly orient our mental, emotional, physical, and energetic center towards that center. And from that center, from that alignment, we operate this reality that is seemingly consistently shifting and changing. That center is where we hold, where we receive, where we transmit our greatest power, our greatest presence, our greatest love. Through this unfolding, through this work that we do, we recognize when we are in that center and when we are not. Even if it's small deviations from that center, even when our mind is stuck in certain loops, even when our emotions are in certain processes, even when our body goes to a certain process, we notice we are slightly off center. That is not to say for you to judge and evaluate and be hard on yourself, or feeling like you're not good enough for any reason. It is just an observation. I am not in that center that I have once witnessed, that I have experienced what world looks like, what life looks like when I live from that center, when I be in that center. With time you will find that returning to that center will become easier and easier. For now we practice together. For now we receive the adjustments, the support of this energetic container, the support of the guides, the support of each other, to remind us what that center feels like, what that center looks like, and occasionally to return back to our original center takes some effort. You will notice there is movements within, emotional, mental, maybe even physical sensations that bring forth these small deviations of center. Misalignments become present and observable. And the energy that moves through this foundations course, through this field, through this transmission, gently moves us closer to that center. Some misalignments have been developed and have been there for a very long time. In this lifetime, in many lifetimes, through our ancestry, maybe even embedded in our genetics. Mental constructs, emotional constructs, so much so that we have become accustomed to being in that misaligned state, and we have mistaken it for a center that we hold. And we have developed incredible coping mechanisms to operate in that misaligned center. We have developed relationships, we have developed distractions to keep ourselves in that familiar off-center state. Sometimes there is a bit of a disillusionment, a bit of a heartbreak when we recognize we have been living life in that slight off-center of our being. When we recognize, oh, I could have been on this journey earlier. I could have done this, I could have done that. I could have done much more for myself and for my life. Yet once again, it is not a moment of judging yourself too heavily at what's past is past. And the only thing that matters right now is this very moment, is the fact that you're here, that you are opening yourself to this transformational process for yourself, for your life, for all of those around you, for your gifts, for your service, and maybe for the greatest love that we are capable of holding within ourselves, for operating from a new place of center,